Today on Danger News, Constable Helen Grus, a detective with the Sexual Assault and Child Abuse Unit, on the side of stopping it, not the cops who molest children, is on hiatus for inserting herself in an investigation on COVID vaccine involvement in children's deaths. The deep state stops any hero before they can get too big, and the left celebrates any failure of hero cops, and the right is always outraged by cop news. But let's find out what these idiots think on Danger News. I'm your host, Nick McQuick. As always, joining me is the Sultan of Sexism, Ahmed, and the reigning, defending roast battle champion, Uncle Hack. Okay, so let's crack into it.
All right.
Lady cop.
Oh, that great idea. Great idea. Brilliant idea. That always works out so fucking well, doesn't it?
That's probably a lot of paperwork right there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have a feeling that this is not good.
Well, here's my, is that, she's related, here's my question. Did her boss, is this a case that she was asked to investigate, or is this her just like a hobby on the side?
Well, by the article, if we're going, it was interjected herself into this. So what are we doing here? Are we making a new Rush Hour fucking 4? Is that what it is? Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are on hiatus. We're now getting the female Rush Hour 4 that we didn't want. Congratulations, we did it.
Yep, we did it. Oh man, Helen, weird. You hate women. What's your thoughts?
Bro, first of all, I love them only when they do their job. Secondly, man, I'm honest. I'm out. I don't know, man.
Here's my thing. Should it be investigated? Yes.
Yes.
Should it be investigated by a GED? No. We should probably send a scientist in.
No. But here's the thing. Listen, you got to realize.
Or an actual coroner.
Yeah,
listen, she has to realize. She has to realize, man. In the state of Chairman Trudeau, right? You cannot start asking questions. You know what I mean? You know? Anyways, shh. All right, back to North Korea.
I don't know. It's strange, but I can easily see how the news would frame it as something to rile up conspiracy theory people or as to cover up something bigger. So it's one of these things. When I clicked on it to see it initially, I had to submit my email and all this stuff, and I was like, oh, screw that. So I kept Googling and finding just because going through finding all the different news sources, I found so many different leans on how the information was going out to people that it was man, I don't even know if I can trust anything anymore.
Well, I mean, the publisher of the article was the Ottawa Citizen.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
The Ottawa Citizen.
What the hell is that?
Exactly. Thank you.
As somebody who goes to the gun range on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Bro, I honestly think this dude does yogas on Sundays. Like that.
Yeah.
It could be either or.
I'm surprised the Ottawa Citizen has time to write an article with all that phantom honking going on inside their head.
COVID's past.
Yeah, no shit.
No, I think it should be investigated. The Pfizer documents came out and they were it's, I don't know how many, 800 pages. And I'm I'm not going to read that. I've never been a detective in that sense.
I don't know scientific talk. I don't know what I'm looking at. It's like listening to a Jordan Peterson whole speech, his whole TED talk.
Hero's journey.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Jordan Peterson, the most that I've heard of him is these 10-second reels. That's about it. That's about this much. And secondly, man, I don't know, man, women reading. Isn't that something?
Yep. In your culture, that's a stonable offense.
Yeah. Hey, how many female cops are kicking around in Yemen?
Gladly a lot less than that. 0.
They don't do investigating. They don't even do eye contact.
No.
No, investigating where the underwear could be in the closet. You know what I mean?
No, I think you should have some sort of oversight, but I don't think a police officer is going to cut it, especially a constable.
No.
Not at all.
I kind of agree with you on that, and I'm pretty biased because I don't really have any sort of
fuck the police.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like any of them. Very few do I enjoy.
Yeah.
I will. Hey, I have. I'll treat everybody with respect. I'm not just going to be an asshole because you got a uniform on.
Yeah.
It'd be like me just being a dickhead to a.
You got to start
a janitor.
neutral with all of them. But for me, if you want to
Yes.
be a hero, be a firefighter. If you want a gun, be a cop.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
So I always have that lens going through.
I've had more negative interactions with police officers than I have positive. I will put it that
And
way.
you're white.
Yes.
How?
White trash.
How is that even possible?
Like a Glad hefty bag, white full of trash.
Yeah, you know, this is one thing, man. Like I don't know. Like after what happened in Ottawa, like just 6 months ago with the convoy, I don't know how much feelings, let's just say, I have for the. Even if they say, oh, there's some good guys, but let's be honest, we all stereotype here.
Well, like, here's the thing. Like, with the convoy and stuff, the cops come out. They've got a boss. The boss says, okay, you clock in from this time to this time, so now you got to go fight these people. Now you got to go do this. If your boss says, now you got to go investigate COVID, okay, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what nut you're going to crack, really, but that's my thing. Like, at the end of it is, like, I think what they're going to take her down with is, oh, this is taxpayer money, and you weren't doing your job. Like...
Yeah, because it was taxpayers' money that bought the vaccines in the first place. That's like, yo, man, you can't be like destroying our investments by itself. You know what I mean? Let's be honest, bro. This is stocks that we're playing with. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Like, first of all, I don't know how credible the Citizen is. All right, I don't know what he does.
It's on a lot of different news sites, but they're all different. The story's different.
Exactly. This is why I don't know, man. It's a weird. I don't know how true it is. Is there's another source? I'm talking about like a primary, like one individual that talked about this. Is there's names, addresses?
Are you talking like an alternate source? Like
Yeah.
independent media opposed to the Associated Press? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm just saying, yeah.
Yo, brother, we're about as close as you get.
Yeah, you're listening to it right. You're creating it.
Yeah,
actually.
right now, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, that woman was telling the truth, I tell you. All right, and you have to realize.
I love Ahmed going, hey, is anyone doing my job for me so I can just copy them?
Yeah,
No,
this
you're
is
doing
like
it.
this is like if The View was alt-right with male hosts.
Can you imagine that? That'd be wonderful.
Jeez. The male view.
Man,
God.
that's so funny.
Well, that's what we could have renamed the show, but, I guess not.
The View, the alt-right one.
Yeah. We'll just call this show The Pride of Tabor. Oh, man.
Oh man, but yeah, man. Like our views are like, yo, listen. I'm not vaccinated. These guys, this guy, they bribed him for a vaccine.
I gotta take the money.
Yeah, and this dude wanted the vaccine just so he could do a show in Texas. Fine, and even though he never needed it, fine. I'm just saying. It is what it like right now. There's nothing that should be surprising. There's nothing that should be absolutely surprising, even if she gets fired.
Here's my precedent, though. They go, oh, you can trust the federal government, take the vaccines. You can't trust municipal government, don't listen to this person. Or like vice versa. You can't trust the federal government. You have to trust the local people. It's always with these contrasting opinions, you don't trust anyone.
No.
No, you have no trust.
And I honestly, I don't trust anybody that has a government salary.
Secondly,
You're collecting EI.
No, that's I put that into insurance, bitch. Like I paid for 8 years.
Oh, yeah, you just became a libertarian.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations.
Like, yo, man, it took my check, my money.
well, this is what I find amazing is that the truth is so distorted and it's so blurry that the Diagolon fellas, shout out.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell is that?
It's a meme country that was created on a live stream that then got spun into being an alt-right white supremacist movement, which is completely false. But it got all the way up to the House of Commons here in Canada, a meme country that was created on a live stream. And now they talk about it being an accelerationist group and that they're creating more evil. And these guys are like full-blown top-level trolls.
What is an accelerationist group?
Exactly.
How the hell am I
Explain
supposed
that.
to know what that could be a good thing? Hey, yeah, we're an accelerationist group in the medical field. That sounds great. What does this word mean?
Swear to
But
God.
these guys have went and then they troll governments, politicians here in Canada, and even the media has had to come out 4 times now and disapprove their memes because they put out like fake headlines and shit like that. And now the Associated Press has had to come out and be like, no, that's false. They had to address it. So these guys are on their radar so much and fucking with them.
That's so funny.
It
You know
is-
what? I give them mad respect.
Absolutely.
This is such a great.
If they're able to like capitalize on this outrage and make themselves some money,
They are. That's the thing. They are. They're doing like phenomenal. They've now like.
what address
gathered-
do they send free merch to? Because
I'm sure we could get our hands on some.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
I
sweet.
do know a
I'll even
few.
wear a shirt, man. I'll even wear one of your shirts, man. Fuck, this is a great
That'd be
advertising.
Yeah, they took like the CBC tried using them. They think that because of the Emergencies Act, this was invoked because these guys online. They were
What?
using Diagolon. It hasn't been outright said, but all ties lead to these guys being online. The CBC has came out and they're like, these guys are alt-right, and then there's like, I don't know, it's like us hanging out. You know, it's just them.
If you clip up any minute of this,
Yes.
we're either like a bleeding heart liberal or alt-right crazy nut job. But
Yes, it's very easy to do so, which they did to one of the guys, Derek Rance. They took a sliver of what he said, and he jokingly said, I would love to see our own January 6th here. You know, maybe one of those truckers just drive one of the trucks right through the fence. Who knows? I'd be there to watch it. They
Oh,
took that
man.
and played it over and over and over and over.
That's
again.
so that man. That's
Yeah.
they
And now
basically
they can
Joe
clip
Rogan
yours.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Derek
tried.
Ryan, yeah.
They tried like defaming these guys, but it made them more infamous because now their voice is heard twice as much.
so you're
It
saying
was-
this constable just needs a better PR department?
I'm saying
Lends
that.
some legitimacy?
Yeah. First.
Yeah, put your name in. Put
Yeah.
your name in.
Helen
your badge
Grus.
number.
Yeah.
Start a podcast. You know what I mean?
I couldn't find her on Twitter. I was gonna see if we could call her.
Really?
I was gonna see if we could call her on the show, but I guess I don't know. Maybe she doesn't have social media.
Who knows, man? Who knows? This is why like a lot of these headlines, like they're rooted in like lies. Some of them are. Some of them is true, but you just don't know, you know. And even with I don't know, it's just the most bizarrest, weirdest.
It's bullshit
It's
with
bullshit.
buzzwords.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It's
Exactly.
bullshit with buzzwords.
Y-
Invoke fear and make you think that life
Speaking
is just.
speaking about invoking fear, this is crazy. Yesterday I went to the under 20 hockey league. What's it called? There was a hockey league for under 20s, right? And I was talking to the Swiss team, and I was like, and I was just trolling. I was
Talking
like,
like the World Juniors?
yeah, the World
You
Junior.
were
Yeah.
the World Juniors
Yeah.
yesterday. Okay,
And I was talking
whatever.
to the Swiss team, and I was like, Canada's gonna whoop your ass. But anyways, that didn't matter. But then I told them, so where the hell is Russia in this? Are they in? And they were like, oh, no, we don't speak about that. They're not in there for the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking why? You know what I mean? Like, why are
Well,
they...
I'll tell you why.
All right.
Because when the World Juniors was canceled back in earlier the year, the Russian kids were like, whatever, fuck you. They were partying in the back of the plane back there, smoking cigarettes and drinking vodka to where they had to like emergency land the plane and kick these
Really?
kids off. Yeah.
Really?
And then
I like
Putin
how he
came
thought
and
it was
got
a
his
political.
boys. No, and it was
He thought
nothing to
it's
do with political.
Oh, nothing to do with political. Thank God,
Yeah,
man.
it was-
that was phenomenal.
See, this is what
Like,
happens when
no,
you read half a
But
headline.
this is half a headline, man. Yo, it was my... But
This
yo,
also happened 8-9 months ago, so I don't expect you to, or even give a shit about hockey.
yeah, I don't give a fuck.
and over to Brendan for the sports.
Yeah,
Yo,
the
but
Russians,
honestly, that's a very manly thing to do.
yeah,
I
the
think-
Russians said "fuck you" and started smoking cigarettes and partying in the back of the plane, and then they got punted off the plane. I don't even think it got off the ground. Maybe I thought it did, but I'd have to go
That's
back. But,
funny.
For me to fly, I'd get vaccinated. Are they vaccinated?
the Russians,
I know the Ukrainians are.
they are vaccinated. You know?
With
They're
their
like, they have a
vaccines.
printer.
Yeah, they got the Putin stamp of approval. Get over there and play some hockey. Make us proud.
Because I think like what the lens that like a lot of our news is given to us through like Russia's supposed to be the bad guy. We don't understand the whole story. I don't know, but like just go like they're all unvaccinated and they're sexist. Because like Russia tried to swing that with Ukraine, where they're like they have Nazis in their country and that's why we're going there. And it's like, man, there's Nazis in every country. Can't do that.
I think it's more prominent in Ukraine opposed to Russia, though.
I mean, I'm not the boots on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Fair
honestly,
enough.
but there's something that I gotta say, man. This Russian racism has to end. All right, I saw this like Russism. Man, there's this violinist, man, who was in like, I don't know, like the University of Toronto, and she got kicked off of the orchestra because she was Russian. I'm like,
For PEDs?
how the hell does that, man? Imagine that being like in any other race group or like, let's say Jewish.
Yeah.
Muslim,
You can't do that.
They
You
can't do that. But Russians seems like, you know what, we'll just do the excuse. It's
I mean,
fine.
it's still acceptable to be mean to you at an airport.
Yes.
That's just a new cultural
fine.
norm for you.
I can.
But you can play cello wherever you want.
That's exactly what it is. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna give you tobacco in my shisha cafe. That's for sure. I'll give you all the herbal shit.
What you do.
White face, but I'm just saying.
After I've seen you spike a hookah like you won the fucking Super Bowl, I'm not trusting you in a shisha lounge.
Oh yeah, I got it. I went to one of the shows, and I was taking my hookah, and then the glass thing broke all over the wiring,
Oh my god!
like and the water and everything. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Felt like an amateur. Like, that's so bad.
And he tried to blame Russia the whole time.
I was blaming Russia the whole time. Oh yeah, man.
God. So here's my question then. Like, obviously we need more information, but like, what do you think would be the concept, like the proper actions to be taken? Like, is this officer going to disappear? Is this officer going to like get fined? Do you think that they're going to like false
Just
flag
fire or
it?
get the fire. First off, you know what? Female cops is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of. It's stupid. You know, and it proved that back when COVID first fired off and you sent those two bitches down to Calgary to go and arrest a 20-year-old
Oh my God, I
who was
remember
on a
this.
goddamn ice skating rink and refused to get off. And those two idiots are out there slipping and falling on their backs like a bunch of fucking morons. It proves it. One 20-year-old kid took down two female police officers. Why the fuck have them? It makes no sense. You know,
Wallahi, man, I converted this guy to Islam, bro.
I've been Islamic this whole time, okay? There's just like, you see it all the time. It's even like, dude, just the other day I was watching this clip on Twitter and there's a female security guard in the back watching two civilians do her job. What the fuck? Why even hire? Why? Because of inclusivity.
Thank you.
Kiss my fucking ass.
Oh,
It
man.
drives me mental.
Since the white guy said this, I am 100,000% with him.
Like, I'll say this, like,
Yeah.
Fuck, it doesn't make
It's
any
unreal.
sense.
I'll say this, like, I love MMA and I like women fighting women and everything, but like I've seen so many times where like a security guard refuses to take action because they're afraid.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, there was this little incident in Texas a while ago where there was a lot of police officers that didn't do anything.
Right?
And like, I'm a comedian. If I go on stage and don't say jokes, I don't get paid.
Yeah.
You gotta do your job.
I don't know about you, but I guess maybe if I'm a criminal today, we walk out of the studio and I decide, hey, I'm going to become a criminal. And I walk into a store. I walk into fucking Winners, Walmart, whatever it is, and I see the old decrepit bastard that's greeting me, or a fucking woman. Hey, it's free reign today.
Or even
Yes.
worse,
It is
an-
free reign.
Man,
old
like,
woman.
listen.
Yeah,
There
look
is-
at San Francisco right now. San Francisco is a perfect example. It's a hellhole. They're just running in and jumping over the counter in pharmacies and taking whatever the fuck they want.
Well, we need to start teaching pharmacists jujitsu. That's the cure.
Man.
We need a good guy with jujitsu to take down a crazy person
You
that
see-
wants meth.
No, it's just the thing is, like, thank God at least the bouncer industry is still active and alive and has some intelligence. Because honestly, if I ever see a 4'1" Filipino woman as a bouncer, bro, that's it. The club is gone.
Yeah, you're getting kicked out of Jollibee.
And don't get me wrong. With the bouncer comment, I've seen some ladies throw around dudes, and
Oh,
they're ladies, you know, like
these
barrel racers from
Oh,
Westlock.
There was a bouncer. Man, I wish I could remember her name. At the one comedy show down on White Ave on Thursdays there, and I saw her manhandle people twice her size.
Hey, you passed.
No,
the
that's
test.
fine.
Yeah.
Listen, the exception is not part of the general rule. Like, but I'm saying it can be. Oh yeah, we want to have 40 or 50% women equally. Like, bro, like 10%. Those who are like really like, let me tell you, lesbians, they're perfect. I'm saying, I'm like, but I'm saying like. Yo, that's what we like. That's fine, but these are exceptions to the rule, and these are fine. But I'm just saying this. All this crazy inclusivity, like what he said about the ice rink, that was hilarious.
Like,
I wish I watched.
I died laughing.
I died.
Dude, I made a fake video about that,
Oh,
saying
God,
that
no.
I was a sheriff with the RCMP out of Calgary, or as part of the Calgary Police Force, and that we will be sending those two women to a high school wrestling class so they can figure out how to take down a teenager finally.
That's
And
hilarious. That's
And
the most hilarious impersonating a police officer admission in front of a camera into a microphone.
And it went viral, and I was saying just grotesque shit as like faking being a Calgary cop.
Oh my
and all
God.
these old people are like, this man needs to be fired. I totally forgot about that.
That was funny. I remember that. Actually, that's funny.
God.
Oh man, that's how it's so crazy. But I'm trying to be. I can't believe I'm the brown dude who's trying to be more like, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, bro. Like, go back to the kitchen. Like, what?
What's she gonna investigate the COVID vaccine in there?
Yes. On some salami, cilantro, whatever you want.
Cilantro? What are you breaking into a song?
Whatever, bro. But it is what it is, man. I'm with him. Like, yo, that's a fucking, like, you just wrapped it up, bro. Like, that's
There's my Arab take.
That's my Arab take.
I don't understand enough about the police, but like I know when I showed up as a mechanic, they'd write like, this truck here needs this done. I get the paperwork, I do it. If they came by and I'm changing the brakes and I'm supposed to be doing an oil change, I get shit. Like, that's how it works. If you're just following orders, but like, then there's the whole thing too. What if somebody said do it and you can't prove it? Like, she could be a victim in this story. She could also just be a crazy lady.
Or she could be a fucking idiot that's rewriting Lethal Weapon in her own head. I'm Briggs. I'm going to solve this. It's like
Lethal Weapon Moderna.
yeah, dude. Like pretty fucking much.
Mad
Gary
Moderna.
Busey in that.
No, but here's the thing. Like, how do we know? Like, you see, that's one thing about also having news outlets. It just happened right during the time of COVID to attack whatever's going on with COVID. And I'm telling you, a lot of these trigger-happy headlines, they are, they're bangers. But the thing is, a lot of them are grotesquely, like, out of hand, man. And
They're inflated, man. Look at the
this is,
bike.
they got, and this is why when I heard the lady cop, I was like, yo, I'm gonna stop right there.
He didn't even finish the headline. He just read the first 2 words.
Thank you.
This is what it is.
Why is it so wrong to be
like,
sexist?
Why is it so hot? But I'm just saying, like, if it was a male cop, I'd be like, okay, there could be something going on.
Like, I don't understand the ranks, but I know constable isn't very high.
No.
So, like, usually I think for, like, a constable, I believe, would be the person directing traffic or, like, showing up, taking police reports. Like, I mean, she is working with a unit, and I don't know her role, so maybe that puts her a bit higher. But generally, like, most people that have investigated me for stuff would be, like, a detective.
But old Constable Cuntface decided to fucking... I'm gonna lace up the boots and I'll solve the fucking problem myself.
Yay, nobody's doing anything about it. You are killing Sean.
Well,
I'm dying in the background.
the shit drives me nuts. It does.
Yeah, man, it's so wonderful. I don't lie. I feel that Beverly Hills movie.
I don't know. End of the day, I'm not smart enough. None of us are smart enough. I don't think this constable is smart enough, and I don't think that has anything to do with her being a woman, but maybe has something to do with that. But I don't think she's solving the case. I think, like, what you want to do is you petition the government, you have a third-party civilian investigation, and let the government bribe those people to not say anything.
It's a crazy, like, also kind of victim complex, too, behind it. Because he was like, oh, my God, I just said, like, were they vaccinated? What's wrong? Oh, the system. I'm a victim. You know what I mean? Like, when she's cheating on you and she...
And here at Dangerous News, we just ask questions too. That's also our excuse.
Oh man, holy moly! It's like, oh my God, it was just one drink. You know what I mean? Like that was the entire article basically. Like, have you noticed that? It was just written like, "Le femme."
I got 3 paragraphs in, and it was like she was discharged. It was like, great job. That's exactly what needed to happen.
You just love any article with a woman in discharge. He
Yeah.
reads Playboys for the articles.
I can't believe, man. We just went on like a whole hour of ranting on women. That's wonderful.
It's been 4 minutes.
It's been like, bro, get that. That was fantastic.
Welcome to our segment Headlines, where we have no idea what's being thrown at us, and they just give us news, and we try and make it funny.
Okay, guys, we have headlines, and the first headline we have is, how do you see your news after people are starting to become awake? How do you take it from your take?
I take news about as seriously as I take pornography at this point. It's more of an escape from reality than an embrace. It doesn't offer any solutions, and it just, like, you can wear a heart rate monitor and read your news and watch how it's mixing you up inside and getting you all upset. I think that we need to focus on global events and global solutions, but I think probably the best thing you can do is get to know your neighbor's name, lend him a cup of sugar, and try and be a decent person in your environment, and have whatever effect you can in your community for a positive. I guess that's not even funny. And also, we don't like lady cops. There you go.
Stick to your race. Treat the outdoors like a prison yard. Don't talk to anybody of color.
This is your walk away. This is what the news is teaching you.
Exactly.
Yes.
I've been watching Fox News all my life.
Our producer just pulled out his last hair. Oh, man,
I was a Democrat in the 1960s.
Oh man, what are you learning from the news nowadays? What's your takeaway?
Oh, bro. Man, the last takeaway I've taken for 4 years is stop watching the news. It's ridiculous. All the headlines, except one. Russia Today is wonderful. Listen, man, I only watch Russia Today, Press TV of Iran, and North Korea sometimes. You know what I mean? Just, just to have, like, what does the enemy of the West think of the West? You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a humbling experience for us Westerners.
Know your enemy to understand your own weakness.
Exactly. And I'm telling you, man, some of the news that you would hear is wow. But yeah, man, that's it. But other than that, just watch it once a week and jerk off 6 days a week.
What are you doing? You are going to get kicked out of whatever terrorist church you go to.
Hey, brother, this is my plan for the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dare I ask? What's our next headline?
Come on, Joe.
Hand us another shovel.
Okay, guys, last question. I don't know if we should continue after that first one, but let's give it a shot. What do you guys feel about the current Sri Lanka situation? Let's go with Brendan first, because you didn't get a chance to chirp in on that last one.
Well, it's wonderful to know that you could take down a government with just stones. That's wonderful, isn't it? Yeah, no bullets, no nothing. Hey, your people are wonderful.
Hey, I'm telling you, man.
All you need is a
Listen,
handful
man, I'm
of
telling you,
rocks.
listen.
That's a different way to have an election.
Listen,
hey,
I-
you just throw rocks at the building you don't want to have your president in.
Give Palestine 10 more years. All right?
We're back to the
Or
first-
give Israel 10 more feet.
Little shit.
back to the Flintstone era of democracy.
Every so often he throws a grenade out there that I have to jump on.
That's kind of funny.
But the president was ran out of the country?
It was, there was a video of security cameras with him in his suitcase just running into the plane and bouncing, man. He went to like India, then he went to the Maldives and like the Mau Islands. I don't give a shit, but it was so funny. Everybody just rushed to his house. They burned down
I seen them all like hanging in his pool.
And shit. Yeah, man.
When he was in the gym, and yeah, I just seen the videos. It looked like the Taliban videos. They're all like,
I remember that shit.
Taliban training?
dude, didn't you see the videos of like the Taliban once they won in the U.S. troops pulled out, and then all of a sudden they took over government over there, and then they're like in the gyms. They had like a little circus day.
Yeah,
they had little fairgrounds going on. They're eating ice cream. They're in the fucking bumper cars with AK-47s.
It's just wonderful, man. And the thing is, people don't even realize, like, this is, I won't go political here, but this is a democratic socialist government that wanted to basically be the World Economics Forum's bitch. Like Dutch and Canada.
Oh, they wanted to be the new Venezuela?
Yeah, so basically they wanted to be the exactly, bro. Hungry and fucking losers, bro.
I love how he starts talking while he's still translating the words I said.
Exactly. So, man, it's kind of funny to see that if Canada had some balls, I mean, I'm just saying, they'd probably end up being like a wonderful country like Sri Lanka. What do you think, buddy?
Well, luckily we have a lot of mountains here, so we can chisel some rocks and throw them at
Invest
government
heavily in
officials.
rocks?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, stoning.
I think...
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I want to hear this. What is it that you...
I almost stepped over this, but I see him getting in front of the firing squad here. So.
Yeah, no, I want to
I
hear
was just saying, man. See, stoning women has its practices.
Oh, God damn it.
Wow! Like, yo,
The views of Ahmed don't even represent Ahmed. So don't try and pin that on anyone else.
anybody except him, it's fine.
Yeah.
Now, if there's any Gen Zers watching, when you say stoning, it's not handing a bong to a goth girl with a septum piercing. What is it in your culture?
I think it's how they make roads.
It's a permanent tie, let's just say that.
Yeah, the road to Mecca would have been a lot straighter if they didn't have to keep throwing rocks off to the side the whole way.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, man.
Damn it,
That's horrible. That's horrible.
So there's our take on something we barely talked about, Sri Lanka.
Yeah, all right. So this is what happens when you try to be
Man.
fucking ridiculously humorous and having the production team absolutely like biting their lips. It's just,
Oh, God. That's not the same as applause. Just so you know. That's
kinda
inner tension as they're going,
oh,
what the hell?
fuck do I have to
Did
edit
we
today?
let these psychos in here?
Oh, man.
Oh,
But yeah,
God.
man, that's so. It was such a wonderful sight to see Sri Lanka, bro. Like I actually enjoyed that shit.
Yeah, tourism's been affected very negatively, isn't it? Where is Sri Lanka?
It's southern India, like that little island.
Bangladeshi area?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's way up north. It's like India's right here, and there's this little island right in the bottom.
I'm not going to
It's
get
probably
involved.
it's probably better.
It's
if
the
you don't
darker
know.
skinned Indians.
Yes,
right? The black.
that's how I know. Like,
Yeah, just look at this way. What?
I was just leaving air in case you wanted to say something.
No, man, it was just like an like a natural observational outlook, bro.
God damn. I don't know. You got any parting words of wisdom?
Yes, praise be to Allah, and you know what? Check us out. like I just squinted. Yeah, but I guess that's the ending, right?
Yeah, that's the ending.
Yeah, so yeah, man, just follow us on Instagram and just share it to every person you could find, especially if they're blue-haired, green-haired people living in White Ave. Let's just say. Yeah, just keep us up.
Yeah. You got any final words of wisdom before we sign
I said praise be to the Almighty Allah. What do you need more than this?
Nobody takes up this much room on their outro. What are you doing? You look like you're grappling with an invisible sumo.
Well, that's how great it is. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're making his
Holy
job harder.
It's so much fun for him. I love it. I love it.
Okay, praise be to Allah.
yeah, after that outro, I really don't have much more to say, gentlemen. It's been a pleasure to be here and deliver truthful news.
I gotta say, don't trust the government, don't trust cops, don't trust the news, don't trust me.
Definitely don't trust him.
But like, favorite, subscribe.
Yes.
And I'll catch you on the flip side.
That was so much fun.